Welcome to Cooking with Papi. I'm your host, Africa Vidya, with my little sous chef, Ava Grace. So today we're going to be making some bacon green beans in a savory lemon mustard sauce. Now don't let the lemon mustard sauce throw you off. You've got to try it. Looks like our sous chef is ready to go. Now as far as our ingredients are concerned, they're not that many. We have bacon, green beans, butter, mustard, lemon juice, and garlic. This step can be optional just because it can be very tedious. Unless you can live with the dried ends of each bean, you do want to trim each bean. You can use your fingernail to pop it off, or you can use your knife to trim 2 or 3 beans at a time. As for the bacon, you will need to keep it in the fridge until right when you're about to dice it up. Why? Because if you made the same mistake like me, it would be a little soft, and too soft actually, to handle well. Colder bacon just cuts better. Keep in mind that bacon also shrinks when you are rendering it out of its fat on the skillet, so the size of which we cut it will make a difference in the size after we cook it. We want bacon chunks, not bacon bits. When it comes to peeling and chopping garlic, there are several ways to go around it. We will go over them in near future videos. Here we have a couple of cloves of garlic, which we will crush with the flat end of our knife. Trust me, it's 10 times faster if you crush it first than if you start by slicing whole garlic. Do make sure your cutting board is secure and you handle your knife firmly. Once crushed, mince over a few times and set aside. For the lemon juice, slice in half and use a handy dandy citrus squeezer. Whether it's long strips of bacon or small pieces of bacon, when cooking bacon, always start with a small drizzle of oil and a cold pan. Otherwise, if you start with a hot pan, the bacon immediately curls, pops, and burns before the fat renders out. Fatty bacon can never be crispy bacon. After you place the bacon in the pan, turn up the heat to medium-high and stir occasionally. Watch as the sizzle gets louder and louder. It's music to my ears. Once you start seeing the chunks begin to brown, remove to a paper-lined bowl and reserve. Notice that fond on the bottom of the skillet? The sauce is so simple, I didn't even record it when I put all the ingredients together. Actually, I just forgot to press the record button. But honestly, just combine half a cup of water, the mustard, lemon juice, and garlic. Using a whisk, scrape the bottom of the pan and get the bacon fond to really get into the sauce. This is the magic of cooking. You're using left behind remnants of other ingredients to enhance what you add to the pan. As the liquid comes to a simmer, add a knob of butter and whisk well. You have now created a sauce. The butter will be the agent that will make the liquid coat your beans and not just wash over it when you stir the beans together. Pretty cool, right? Now you just have to add salt to taste. Now let's toss in those beans and begin coating them. Soon afterwards, add your bacon chunks and stir occasionally. Let the beans roast and steam for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. The beans now have a bright green color and getting dark green. They're done. A fun tip when serving green beans on a platter is placing them a few at a time in the same direction. It makes for easier serving at the table, and the pan is left with all the bacon and some reduced sauce, which you can pour over the beans at the end. It makes for a great presentation. Now I felt the urge to serve this dish with some French fried onions as an homage to the traditional green bean casserole. You ready to eat, mamas? Want some of this? Thank you. Well, there you go, guys. At the end of the day, it's a very simple dish to make. Takes a little time, takes a little practice, but for the most part, it makes a whole difference on a meal, Thanksgiving, afternoon meal. You can even have it by yourself. You have everything you need. You have your protein, you have your vegetables, and you probably have your little onions there as well. So it's a meal on its own. So hope you like it, hope you enjoy it, and until next time. Thank you so much for joining Ava and I on this episode. We would love to hear from you. Like this video and subscribe to our channel to see what we bring to your table next. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram at the links below. Thanks again, and remember, good cooking is doing a lot of little things well.